Welcome to Singapore Junior Physics Olympiad 2012 General Round Question 19. As shown in the diagram below, a heavy metal ball hangs freely from a string X, which is in turn attached to the ceiling. Another string Y hangs freely from the other end of the ball. Consider the situations where A. Pulling force applied to string Y is 1. Increase slowly, and 2. Large and sudden. Which of the following strings will break in these two situations? The options are A. X for situation 1 and Y for situation 2, B. Y for situation 1 and X for situation 2, C. X for both situations, D. Y for both situations, or E. This cannot be determined. Now, to begin answering this question, we first need to make the assumption that string X and string Y are identical to each other. Now let's look at the first scenario. For this case, the pulling force on string Y is increased slowly. Now since the force is increasing slowly, the entire system of string X, string Y, and the metal ball has time to react such that they are able to equilibrate the forces to allow the system to remain at rest. So let's look at the free body diagram of string Y for this case. First, there is a pulling force downwards, Fp, and since we are pulling on the string will also have a tension pointing in the upwards direction. And as mentioned, due to the fact that we are pulling string Y very slowly, the system has time to equilibrate themselves. Therefore, the tension of string Y must be equal to the pulling force as shown here. Now let's look at the free body diagram of the metal ball. So first, due to it being in contact with string Y and string Y is in tension, the metal ball will experience force Ty, and as established here, this Ty is just equivalent to the pulling force that is applied. Next, the metal ball also faces force from its own weight, W, and due to it being in contact with string X, the metal ball also has a tension force upwards contributed from string X. And as you can see here, again, due to the fact that the force is being increased slowly, the system is in equilibrium, and hence we can write the following equation here. Tx equals to W plus Fp. Now as you can see, the tension in string Y is just the pulling force, but the tension in the string X is a pulling force plus the weight of the metal ball itself. So at any point in time, the tension in string X is higher than string Y. So as we increase the pulling force slowly, the tension in string X will reach a failure point compared to that with tension Y. Therefore, for the first scenario, X will break first. Now let's examine the second scenario. For this case, the pulling force is very large and very sudden. So, unlike the first scenario, the system no longer has time to equilibrate themselves to allow the system at rest. Therefore, the tension experienced by the string Y will be very fast and will not be distributed to the ball or the string X. Therefore, string Y will break first in this case. So the answer to this question is A. String X for situation 1 and string Y for situation 2.